Family, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. This is Mose Knows. I am Mose, and today we are continuing in our 32-team mock draft series. We're halfway through. This is episode 16. We are headed to Indianapolis. Some changes, not too many big ones. Maybe about one or two. Obviously, biggest one, Carson Wentz is one and done. So, everywhere this guy goes, the same kind of stigma follows him. He's mediocre at best. He's not a good leader, not a good teammate. Will it be different in Washington? I think Eagles and Colts fans will tell you absolutely not. That's not the Colts' problem anymore. Now they have the veteran Matt Ryan under the helm. We all know is a great individual, great player, great leader. So maybe we got something here. We add Yannick Ngakoue to the defense via free agency or trade, I believe. So that's another good piece on an already solid defensive line. So we're going to act as the general manager, the scouting team for this Indianapolis Colts football team. And we're going to find that new crop of young rookies to come in to add depth, to add valuable pieces and see if we can fill any holes and find some diamonds in the rough. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right in. We're going to select the Colts. We want 7 rounds. And we want fast draft speed because we don't care about what nobody else doing. Now, the Colts do not have a first round pick. That first round pick 16, which would have belonged to the Colts, belongs to the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe that is the pick the Eagles acquired in the trade for Carson Wentz. So maybe a little bit buyer's remorse from the Colts. They trade that first round pick and only get one season out of Carson Wentz. So that's a little rough. Okay, take a look at our needs. Edge, I think we filled that with Yannick Ngakoue, but we could also look to add depth. Offensive tackle, I would agree. I think we're okay on the right side with Braden Smith, but I think we need to take a look at maybe finding a young replacement for that left tackle. Wide receiver, we can always add depth. Corner, absolutely. That's a need for us. Safety, maybe. Edge again. Tight end. Quarterback. Interior defensive line. Wide receiver again. Running back. Interior O-line. I would say maybe right guard. We know we solid at the left guard position. We know we solid at center with Ryan Kelly. So I would say left tackle, right guard on that offensive line. Linebacker and corner. Okay. So we got Quay Walker here as best player available. We also have Christian Harris, linebacker here. But we got Tyler Smith from Tulsa looking to bolster that offensive line. I think with a second round pick, that could be a good option. We do need a corner. Also, we have Kyler Gordon on the board. Christian Watson is here. Jalen Petrie is still available if we wanted to go safety. Wow, some really solid options here. Guys, I know it's not the sexy pick, Colts fans, but I think you can add a guy like Tyler Smith on this offensive line, slot him right in that right guard position over Danny Pinter or Pinter, however you pronounce it. I'm gonna go Tyler Smith. Gotta bolster that offensive line. There weren't any tackles to take at this point in the draft. I wouldn't reach for a tackle at this point. But a solid guard in Smith right there at pick 42. All right. So we took care of our guard position need. Tight end is in the. They like Mo Alley Cox in this offense, and Kylan Granson has shown some things and could develop into something special. So a Trey McBride here at pick 73, maybe not completely necessary. You might want to look for quarterback of the future here, but is Sam Howell that guy? Do you want to waste a third round pick on him? I don't believe so. Breece Hall would be a solid option if you wanted another running back, but we have Jonathan Taylor. We have Nyheim Hines behind him. I don't think we reach for a running back this early. Now, you could go wide receiver. Mechie's still on the board here. I know he's battling and dealing with some injuries, but this could be a really, really solid option for you. We don't see any in the top 15 available. Let's take a look at tackles, though. Rasheed Walker from Penn State and then Cordell Volson. I feel like you can get these guys later in the draft. I feel like that's a reach here at this point. We could take a look at edge. Drake Jackson is here. Ooh-wee. You can add Drake Jackson into that pass rush rotation with Kwity Paye and Yannick Ngakoue. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Linebacker. I mean, we're pretty good with Leonard Okereke and Franklin. Asmar B versus Leo Chenal, Channing Tindall, Troy Anderson. A lot of good names in that linebacker core here. I don't think that's where I'm going to go. Let me take a look at safety. Too rich right now. Corner. I like Alontae Taylor. So for me, it would be Alontae Taylor. It would be between Mechie, Taylor, and Drake Jackson. They got Kenny Moore listed as a right corner, but Kenny Moore is more of a slot receiver. And then the opposite side of him is Brandon Faison. I feel like we got to upgrade that cornerback position. I'm going to go Alontae Taylor because I feel like that's a bigger position of need right now, corner than edge rusher. We got Kwity Paye coming into his second year. We got the veteran Yannick Ngakoue. Our defensive line is solid. I'm going to go corner.
It's too late.
Back on the clock here at pick 122. Now we can go edge, I feel. Let's take a look at the tackles first. A few guys here we can get later. Let's take a look here. If we want a wide receiver, Khalil Shakir's here. If we do want another linebacker, we got Brandon Smith from Penn State. I do think we need to find a solid rotational edge rusher. Yeah, behind Ngakoue and Kwity Paye. I feel like in the fourth round, if you can get a D'Angelo Malone here, that would be solid. But he's more of a 3-4 guy. 3-4 outside linebacker. It's going to stand up. You could go Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, he's a 5 technique and a 4-man front, so he's going to be on that defensive end. 6'5", 267. He's got explosion. Now, if you wanted to get a tight end here to make the offense a little bit more explosive, you can go Chika Okonkwo as well. Alec Pierce at wide receiver. You already have Michael Pittman. But Alec Pierce is another big body wide receiver that can attack the ball at its highest point. Wow. They got edge as a need twice on here. I know they filled the void with Yannick Ngakoue, but Yannick has kind of moved around the past couple years to a few different teams. Yes, he's a solid veteran presence, but I feel like you still do need that rotational pass rusher. Somebody who can come in and give you fresh legs and give you fresh snaps later on in the game, later on in the season. Always want to keep that rotation fresh and keep those guys coming after the quarterback every single down. So I'm going to go Isaiah Thomas here out of Oklahoma. I think he fits that scheme pretty well. Moving right along. Moving right along. Going through the 4th round into the 5th, and we are almost on the clock here at 1:59. So at this point, we went offense, defense. Now, let's take a look at some of the tackles who are here. Zach Tom, Obina Eze, Darion Lowe, Andrew Stuber. These are young guys who are available, but I feel like you can get later. Wide receiver, we passed on Mechie, but we still have guys like Romeo Dobbs, Danny Gray, Justin Ross, Reggie Roberson, Jalen Naylor, Tyquan Thornton, Double E, Texas Tech. Let's take a look at safety. Julian Blackman at free and Kari Willis is strong. Brian Cook might be a nice option. This guy's a thumper. I worry about him in coverage, but he is a tackling machine. Yusef Corker, on the other hand, is a little bit more of a free safety. Good ball skills. He's an option. Do we want to look at interior D-line right now? Haskell Garrett, Marquand McCall, Christopher Hinton. Some options there. Outside of Cole Turner, I don't feel like there's any other options here. Damone Clark from LSU could be a good option at linebacker if you want some depth at those positions. Let's go back to, let me see. Ooh, we could get another corner too, because Kobe Bryant is here. I wouldn't mind that. Getting another corner. Now, you likely don't want to start 2 rookies, but to just have those guys in the building. Because outside of Faison, Kenny Moore, and Isaiah Rodgers, Alexander Myers, Marvin Tell, Chris Wilcox, and Anthony Chelsea, they're going to have to battle with these young guys to try to make this team. And do I think that an Alontae Taylor and a Kobe Bryant could make the 53-man roster and have valuable snaps from the cornerback position? Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, not a lot of help that we need right now from the tackle position. I feel like we can get one of those guys later just to add depth. Do we want Kobe? I mean, I think this defense has been really solid. I think the one issue has been the secondary. But do we want another corner? Or do we want a safety? That's the dilemma. Man, I'm going Kobe. I'm going double corner. Can't have enough corners. Got to be able to cover in this league. I'm going Kobe Bryant. Best player available at a position that we know we need. And we're right back on the clock at 179, so we can address another position. Yusef Corker is still here. So if we wanted to attack safety, we could. If we wanted to add wide receiver depth, we could with Romeo Doubs. Let's go Yusuf Corker. I honestly don't feel like we need a running back here. I feel like running back and tackle we could probably get later.
It's too late.
Either running back tackle or wide receiver tackle. And not necessarily in that particular order, but I feel like we can attack those later. So we're up here at 216. We might have one more pick after this. So we got Gene DeLance here from Florida. 6'4", 296. So you know he's athletic, he's in shape. 6'4", under 300 pounds for an offensive tackle. That's pretty good. Who else we have here from a tackle perspective? Darion Lowe from Illinois, another guy that I like. 6'5", 320. Developmental starting tackle, scheme diverse. I would probably go Darion Lowe over Gene DeLance. Andrew Stuber from Michigan. You know those guys crank out offensive linemen. 6'7", 338. Let's go Darion Lowe to help on that offensive line. So we got two linemen. We got our tackle. We got our guard here at 240. Let's take a look at running back. Ely, Price, Ty Chandler. Three names that I would be looking at. Wide receiver, Trey Turner, Kevin Austin Jr., Dontario Drummond. Yeah, outside of Pittman and Campbell. Kevin ran well at the he ran well. Developmental plan was 6'2" receivers who run 4.43 with a almost 40-inch vertical and 11-foot broad jump. Don't grow on trees. Yes, so he's explosive. He's athletic. That's what I remember from the combine. So if you can get a guy like this late, add him to your wide receiver room. You can develop him into something special. And I think he can learn a lot from Pittman, who's on the squad. And I think he'll get a lot of valuable insight from Matt Ryan, who played with somebody like Julio Jones. So give me Kevin Austin Jr. right there. I'll take that. And that should do it for the Indianapolis Colts. Let us review and we'll wrap this up and send you guys on your way. 7 picks in total. So at pick 42 in the second round, we take Tyler Smith, guard from Tulsa. At pick 73, we take cornerback Alante Taylor from Tennessee. At 122, we take edge rusher Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma. At 159, we take corner Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. At 179, we take safety Yusuf Corker from Kentucky. At 216, we take offensive tackle Darion Lowe from Illinois. And at 240, we take wide receiver Kevin Austin Jr. from Notre Dame. Now, let's do this real quick. This normally doesn't happen. So I already recorded the Colts video. What had happened was I did not record my draft screen. So I got me doing a whole bunch of talking and didn't record the draft screen. I didn't want to put the video out there like that for you guys because it would just be me talking and then you not following through and seeing the actual action on the draft board. But I took a screenshot. So I'm going to share that with y'all. I think I did better the second time around. So you can say I cheated. I think I did better the second time around, understanding where I wanted to go, what positions were needed. And then the board was different. So based on who fell where, you know, I made my picks based on that. But just to be transparent and to get y'all feedback as Colts fans, I want to see what y'all think. Did I delete the picture? Please tell me I didn't delete the picture. I didn't. So, no. Cancel selection. I'm gonna pull this up. All right, this is what I did the first time. Now, y'all know I was struggling between taking Drake Jackson or not, right? So somehow at pick 42, Nakobe Dean fell. I was not going to pass on taking Nakobe Dean here. I was not going to do it. I didn't take a linebacker in the second draft because that's just how it fell. But at 42, Nakobe Dean was their best player available. I grabbed him. 73, we wanted to get that edge help based on who was on the board. I took Drake Jackson. At 122, that's where I wanted to. I already got my linebacker, already got my edge. Now I wanted to focus on attacking offensive line. So I got tackle Cordell Volson from North Dakota State. Got me a corner, Josh Thompson from Texas. 179 got the receiver Justin Ross from Clemson. 216 got the safety Marcus Bell from Florida A&M. And then at 240, I took the running back Ty Chandler. No, we didn't need one. We have Jonathan Taylor, that's our workhorse. We have Naheem Hines, who can kind of do everything. Ty Chandler is in that similar mode of a Hines, but he offers you receiving out of the backfield. So, Colts fans, let me know how I did on both drafts, and let me know which draft would you prefer. Would you prefer the unrecorded version, which I have up on the screen now, or the recorded version? So this is recorded, and then was the unrecorded. So let me know which draft you like better. Let me know how you think I did on both drafts, whether I sucked on both of them, whether one was better than the other, whether you would be happy with both of those drafts. If the draft went either way, you would be happy. Let me know what you would have done differently. Let me know if there are pieces from either draft that you would mix and match and mingle and create the ultimate Colts draft with these two. Sound off in the comment section. I love interacting with you guys. I love getting your insight from your teams. I love watching football. Y'all know where my allegiance lies. So a lot of my attention is focused on this team, but I watch it all. I listen to it all. But as a fan, you probably have more insight, more in-depth knowledge than I do. So please share that with me. I love getting that information from you guys. Again, sound off in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I greatly appreciate it. After sounding off in the comment section, if you want to get in touch with me on my social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I'll have those linked in the description. Before you head on out, do me a few favors and enjoy the rest of your day. 1, smash that thumbs up button. Appreciate you. 2, if you're new to Mose Knows, or if you've been lingering around watching the videos, kind of not certain if you want to subscribe, come on, become a part of the Mose Knows family. Once you family, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. That's it. That's all you got to do. You do that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in episode 17. We're starting the second half. We're in the second half of this thing. We're going to finish out strong as we prepare for the 2022 NFL Draft. Again, love you, and I'll see you next time. Later.